Karma Comes Back, a life-changing motivational story. Have you ever wondered how the universe keeps a record of our actions? How every good deed and every wrongdoing comes back to us, like a ripple in the ocean? Let me share a powerful story that will change the way you think about karma forever. One warm village ambience. Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between the mountains, lived a humble farmer named Raj. Raj was known for his kindness, honesty, and hard work. He believed in helping others selflessly, even when he had very little for himself. One day, while walking through the marketplace, Raj saw an old, frail man sitting by the roadside, begging for food. His clothes were tattered, his eyes reflected hunger, and his hands trembled with weakness. People walked past him, ignoring his pleas, but Raj couldn't. He stepped forward, took out his last loaf of bread, and handed it to the old man with a warm smile. Old man gratefully, "You have a golden heart, my son. May life reward you 1,000 times over." Raj simply smiled and walked away, unaware of the impact his small act of kindness would have to dark clouds, storm brewing. Years passed, and the village faced one of its worst droughts. Crops failed, rivers dried up, and people started migrating in search of food and water. Raj's farm, once lush and thriving, was now barren. Despite his efforts, he was left with nothing. With a heavy heart, Raj decided to leave the village and seek work in the city. After days of walking under the scorching sun, he reached a grand palace. The palace belonged to a wealthy merchant named Arjun, known for his riches but also for his arrogance. Raj, desperate for a job, approached the guards at the gate. "Raj, please, I am a farmer from a faraway village. I am hardworking and honest. I will do any work you offer." The guards looked at his ragged clothes and laughed. But before they could turn him away, a voice from inside the palace stopped them. Merchant Arjun commanding voice, "Let him in." 3 lavish palace interior. Raj was taken inside, where he stood before the grand merchant. To his surprise, Arjun was none other than the old beggar he had helped years ago. Dressed in fine robes, with a powerful presence, the once frail man now ruled the city's wealth. Merchant Arjun smiling, "Do you remember me?" Raj looked into his eyes, realization dawning upon him. Raj whispering, You were the man I gave my last loaf of bread to." Arjun's eyes shone with gratitude. He stood up and walked towards Raj, placing a hand on his shoulder. "Merchant Arjun, that day, when you gave me food, I had lost all hope in humanity. But your kindness reminded me that there is still goodness in the world." Shortly after, my fate changed. I was given an opportunity, and I worked hard to reach where I am today. And now, it is my turn to repay you. For hopeful music, bright ambience, Arjun not only gave Raj a job, but also helped him rebuild his farm. He provided resources, seeds, and money to start over. Within a year, Raj's farm flourished again, becoming even more prosperous than before. One simple act of kindness came full circle. 5. Another challenge arises. Just as life seemed to be getting better, a heavy storm hit the village, destroying Raj's crops once again. Feeling disheartened, he sought Arjun's advice. Merchant Arjun, "Raj, life will always test you. But remember, every hardship comes with a hidden blessing. Instead of giving up, plant again. This time, I will stand with you." With renewed determination, Raj replanted his fields. With Arjun's help, they introduced better farming techniques, ensuring a stronger harvest. Over time, Raj's farm became the biggest supplier of crops in the region, helping not just himself, but the entire village. This is the power of karma. Every action we take, whether good or bad, comes back to us in some form. The universe never forgets. So the next time you have a chance to help someone, be kind, or do the right thing, remember, karma always comes back. If this story inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's spread positivity together.